Hello guys, in this video we'll be learning one of the most important and widely used function in Excel, which is Vlookup. So to start with, what exactly is a Vlookup and what is it used for? Vlookup is an Excel's inbuilt function which can be used to find a value from a table or a range and return its corresponding value to a cell in which we have entered the function. So let's take an example to understand it better. So this is a table which I have already created to save us some time. The first column contains salesperson's name, the second column contains manager's name, third column contains the revenue for that salesperson, and fourth column contains sales percentage. So we need to write a formula so that it will populate the manager's name, revenue and sales percentage for the sales person which we enter in cell H3. So I'll enter my name here. So we need to type a formula in cell I3, J3 and K3 to get the name, manager name, revenue and sales percentage for Prasad Pusalkar. To do so, we need to click on the cell, then click on function, select Vlookup, click OK. That will open a functions argument dialog box. So there are 4 criteria in this dialog box and I'll quickly explain each of it. So the first one is lookup value. So lookup value is nothing but the criteria which you are searching in the table. So in this case we are searching Prasad Pusalkar in the table. So I'll select Prasad Pusalkar here, which is cell H3. Then comes table array. Table array is the table or the range from which we'll be searching the criteria and getting the corresponding value. So in our case it will be B2 to E9. Then comes column index number. Column index number is the number of the column from which we need to get the data, get the result. So in our case we need manager's name, and manager's name is the second column in our table array. So the first is salesperson, second is manager name, revenue is the third, and fourth is sales percentage. So our column is the second, manager's name, so we'll be entering 2. If we enter 1, you can see the result here. If you can see my cursor, 1 is for salesperson, 2 will return manager, 3 will return revenue, and 4 will return sales percentage. I'll be entering 2 here. Then comes range lookup. Range lookup decides if we need our result to be approximate or exact. So I personally don't trust approximate match because I find it not so accurate. That's the reason I normally use exact match. So in this case we are using exact match. For using exact, you'll have to enter 0 or false and then click OK. Guys, but one more thing which I would like to explain for table array. The lookup value which you are searching here should be in the leftmost column of the table array. So for example, we are searching Prasad Pusalkar, which is the salesperson, and it is the leftmost or first column in the table to get the results, or else it will throw an error. So suppose we don't have our lookup value as the first column, you can always enter a formula saying equal to and reference it to the cell of the column which is somewhere in the middle of the table to get it as first column, and then do a VLOOKUP. Once all the criteria are filled in the functions argument box, you can click OK to get the result. So we are getting the manager's name here. And there is one more catch. So Excel always returns the first instance and ignores all the other instance after that. So what Excel will do is Excel will get the lookup value, which is Prasad Pusalkar in this case. It will go to the table first column, it will start searching. Once it finds Prasad Pusalkar, it will stop there. Then it will see which column should be outputted. In our case, we have entered column 2, which is 1, 2, so it's manager 2, and it will return the result to a cell. But it'll ignore all the future instances for Prasad Pusalkar. Okay, so we do have another formula which can be used to get all the instances of get the data for all the instances for the lookup value. So in our case, if for Prasad Pusalkar, but it is a pretty complex formula and I'll be covering it in my future video. So the next cell is revenue. We'll be using the same formula, same way. Click the cell, go to function, click click VLOOKUP from select a function list, click OK. Lookup value will be Prasad Pusalkar. Table array will be B2 to E9. Column index number in this case will be 3 because salesperson is the first, manager name is the second, and revenue is the third. Range lookup will be 0 for exact, and then we'll click OK. This will give us the revenue. Then we have to enter the sales percentage. So guys, we have another way of entering this formula. We don't have to go to the insert function box. We can directly type in the formula. Like we have to click we have to type in equal to VLOOKUP, and if you notice, the criteria which we need to enter is always highlighted as bold. So in this case, lookup value is highlighted as bold, so we need to enter the lookup value, which is Prasad Pusalkar H3. Then we'll enter comma. The table array will be highlighted, so we need to enter the table array, then again a comma, again a comma, then column index number, which is 4 for sales percentage, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then 0 for exact match, bracket close and hit enter. So we have successfully populated the details for Prasad Pusalkar. So let's just test it. I'll be entering John Smith here, and it should populate the data for John Smith, and it does. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope it will be helpful for you. Please do subscribe my channel so that you'll be updated for my upcoming videos. Also, take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye bye.